Of all of the Destiny 2 heavy LMGs, I think Commemoration is by far my favorite. It's craftable, it has amazing perks, and it's void, which makes it go hand in hand with my playstyle. But the new Speleologist Solar Rapid Fire Frame LMG that launched in Echoes Act 3, I have to say it might be changing up my playstyle a bit going forward. I do need to be a little transparent here though. I'm not the biggest fan of the perk pool here, but the God Roll will 100% have a spot in my arsenal, and I feel like we can make a valid argument for this weapon in terms of usability and the stats it has to offer. I'm JT Goonie. Grab a snack and get comfy because we're about to dive into the stats, the perks, and the best rolls you should be looking for on the Speleologist Solar Rapid Fire Frame LMG. If you enjoy this Destiny 2 weapon review and you find it helpful, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications so you never miss another video, and smash that like button. Let's try to get to 500 likes on this video. You can also catch me live on Twitch where I stream Destiny 2 on Mondays and Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. Central. Join our Discord where you can find a fire team and make new friends in the Destiny 2 community. Huge shout out to all of the channel members. Now let's get started. The only thing that you need to do is play through the Echoes Act 3 seasonal story or episodic story. There will be a point where you do have to do the new exotic mission Encore. There's an encounter where you need to defeat a subjugator and a tormentor, and after you finish that encounter, you have a chance to get it there. I do have a video that will teach you how to complete every encounter as well as the secrets you can find in that mission. I will leave a link to it down below if you want to check out that video so you can see how to get this weapon. After you complete that mission, it just becomes a world drop for doing seasonal activities like the Battlegrounds Echoes or Breach executable, so on and so forth. Pretty simple and a lot less convoluted than some of the other seasonal weapons we've had in my opinion, but hey, that's how you get it. This weapon is craftable, so once you get far enough into the story, you can start getting the deep sight versions and you can focus these at failsafe to get them even faster. Stats, stats, stats. I guess it's about that time. Let me just say this. The two main things that this weapon has going for at the base is reload speed and handling. Now I know what you're gonna say, all rapid fire frame LMGs have great reload and handling, to which I say the only LMG in this archetype that kind of strays outside of that normal is Retrofit Escapade, which let's be real, that is one of the best heavy LMGs in the game. I want to look at this weapon from a more practical standpoint though. Recurrent Impact and Electric Principle are going to be the two other rapid fire frame LMGs that would be comparable to this weapon, with Recurrent being Stasis and Electric being Arc. Speleologist is just giving us a solar option that ties directly into our builds with no cost to, the stats holding you back. Starting at the base, we've got 25 impact, 28 range, 33 stability, 49 handling, 61 reload speed, and 58 recoil direction. We do have a base magazine size of 73 here. This is a 900 RPM LMG, so keeping that mag topped off is going to be our top priority here. With it being a rapid fire frame, you will be getting the deeper ammo reserves. I have managed to get well over 500 rounds in reserves with armor mods, allowing this weapon to reach almost a 600 maximum in reserves. This weapon is going to chew through that ammo quick, but we will get into why that won't really be an issue later on in this video. As far as the origin trait goes, all of the episode Echoes weapons come with the origin trait Radial Area Transposer, which states rapid final blows cause targets to explode into a pool of radiolarian fluid. Cool, this is a cool origin trait. My only complaint here is that when you actually get the perk to activate, it isn't as cool as it sounds on paper. I would have liked to see the pools it drops be a little bit larger and do a little bit more damage or something. Just very underwhelming in terms of origin traits in my opinion, but it's what we have here. Let me know in the comments what origin traits you would have liked to see on this weapon, or what origin trait you would replace the Radial Area Transposer perk with in general. I'd love to see what you guys think down in the comment section below. So in trait column 3, we have two very solid options and a miss. I get what Bungie is trying to do here when it comes to letting these weapons tie directly into subclass builds, especially with Prismatic being available, but sometimes it just isn't needed. On offer here in slot 3, we have Enlightened Action, Heal Clip, we'll talk about that more later, Stats for All, Deconstruct, Firmly Planted, Slideways, and Envious Assassin. Off the top, I do not think Heal Clip should be here. Yes, this weapon can have blazing fast reload speeds, and I appreciate that, but if we take a look at Recurrent Impact and the fact that it has Headstone, I think you guys kind of see my point here. I get it. Bungie is trying to give us more build crafting options, and I love them for it. Great, thank you. But sometimes weapons and some archetypes especially just do not need to be that. Now, in all fairness, if I were going to put heal clip on a heavy weapon, rapid fire frame LMGs is where I would go with that. But with perk options like Enlighten in Action and Envious Assassin here present in this same perk slot, why would you choose heal clip? There are so many other weapons, kinetic weapons and energy weapons that can roll with heal clip. Pair this with Aberrant Action or even the Nullify Pulse Rifle and you've got just an absolute banger of an arsenal here. If we're getting into the nitty gritty here, Envious Assassin will be my top choice here. This perk states defeating targets with other weapons before drawing this one transfers ammo to the magazine from reserves. This effect can overflow the magazine based on the number of targets defeated. I would say, again, using Aberrant Action sidearm paired with this LMG or something similar is great for ad clear and keeping the field clear. Envious Assassin is such a great perk for this weapon because the maximum total overfill is 200% of the magazine capacity. Every time you activate this perk, you're getting a 100% magazine increase, so doubling and then tripling once you proc it twice. I like this perk because the way that heavy ammo works now, you need to make sure that you aren't just spamming your heavy weapon, but having this weapon in your back pocket ready to dump ammo on your enemies, especially bosses, is going to be great for any situation. Enlighten Action is my next recommendation here. Reload speed is already pretty high here on Speleologist, I would say, but getting a little bit more out of it is never going to be a bad thing. Enlighten Action states, dealing damage improves reload speed and handling. This perk does stack, granting you a maximum of plus 50 handling and plus 50 reload speed after you reach 12 stacks. The benefit here is all you have to do is do damage. There is no downside. To activate this perk, you just shoot an enemy, done. Dump your mag, max out your reload speed, rinse and repeat. Stats for All is another good option here. Deconstruct and Heal Clip, again, are two perks I would just stay away from. I see what they're trying to do, but it just is not necessary here. I know the Heal Clip is a great perk overall, but here on this particular LMG, it's an easy skip for me. For PvP, Firmly Planted and Slideways are going to be your top picks here. Firmly Planted giving you substantial bump to accuracy, stability, and handling. Slideways is going to be reloading that magazine when you slide, giving you a bump to handling and stability as well. Both of these perks are also great for PvE. I have been using Slideways in PvE and it's a lot of fun. It reloads for you and you get a stability bump on top of it. So don't sleep on it in PvE either. But again, with Envious Assassin and Enlighten Action being present here, for PvE, I'm gonna go with one of those two perks. Moving on to column 4, we have here what makes this weapon shine. Strategist, Adagio, One for All, Target Lock, Surrounded, Incandescent, and Killing Tally. I am just going to get PvP out of the way here. Target Lock is really the only option here that I would say is a great option for PvP. Getting the damage bump for hitting your shots. The numbers are kind of all over the place, but this is a substantial bump in damage for keeping your shots on target. For PvE, Target Lock again is on the menu. Killing Tally is an absolute banger here. Killing Tally states, kills increases weapons damage until it is stowed or reloaded. Kills with Speleologists are going to grant a stack of Killing Tally up to 3 stacks, going all the way up to a flat 30% damage bump. 1 stack is 10%, 2 stacks is 20%, and 3 stacks is 30%. Stowing or reloading will deactivate Killing Tally, but again, this perk being so easy to proc shouldn't be an issue. Incandescent is a fire perk here. Yes, that was a pun. For Speleologist, this being a solar weapon, it fits right in here with any of your solar builds or prismatic builds. Getting kills is going to pass on stacks of Scorch when you get a final blow, dealing 20 damage to enemies within a 4-meter range. And if you kill a more powerful enemy like a yellow bar or an orange bar, that is going to bump that radius up to 8 meters. One perk that is present in this slot is Adagio, and I know this probably won't be at the top of your list here, but I do think it has a place here on Speleologist. Getting kills will slow the rate of fire, but deals more damage, and this is going to grant you a 30% damage buff. And when it slows your rate of fire, it makes it a little bit easier to hit your shots. It's not bouncing all over the place anymore. I wouldn't sleep on Adagio here just because it is a great perk specifically for this archetype of weapon. In awesomeness order here for perk slot 4, I'm going to say Killing Tally is going to be your number 1 choice. Incandescent is a close second. Target Lock, One for All, and Adagio in that order here in perk slot 4. Again, Adagio is a great way to make sure that your shots are more manageable and getting you a 30% damage bump. Target Lock is great for just mowing down high health enemies. Incandescent is going to be great for taking care of those unstopped champions, as well as applying Scorch to nearby targets, and Killing Tally is going to be that number 1 choice. Just getting 1 kill is going to grant you a pretty significant bump in your damage, and it stacks 3 times, giving you 30%. That's going to be your number 1 choice here. Stats, check. Perk pool, check. For PvP, I'm going to be looking out for Slideways and Target Lock in terms of perk combinations here. Slideways is going to keep the mag full no matter what. All you got to do is slide to activate that perk, and you get a stability bump and a handling bump. And Target Lock is going to give you a little bit extra damage. Pretty solid roll here. Firmly Planted and Adagio may be another good look on this weapon. Here, we are going to be getting more stability and more damage for every kill you get in PvP. I know the ammo isn't the best in PvP, but if in the hands of the right Guardian, this could probably be an absolute slayer if they can get heavy ammo. Stability is a must on this weapon, with it being a rapid fire frame LMG, so just get as much out of it as you can and see what you think. Let me know down in the comments what PvP rolls you guys are using. I think that the Firmly Planted and Adagio roll is the better of the two. Slideways obviously is going to be one of the best perks, but how often are you going to have reserve heavy ammo in PvP, especially with an LMG? The part of the video that you have all been waiting for is the PvE rolls we are going to be using once you get this bad boy crafted. Envious Assassin and Killing Tally are going to be my top priority perks here on Speleologist. Being able to double your magazine even when the weapon is stowed, and boy does it work. All you need to do is get final blows with other weapons, and paired with a rocket sidearm or another solar weapon with heal clip, again, you are just going to be activating this perk pretty easily. Killing Tally with the damage bump on the larger mag is also going to be huge. Imagine having a 200 round mag with a 30% damage bump. That is going to be absolutely massive for dealing huge amounts of damage to your enemies. Stats for all and one for all is another great option here. Stat bumps and damage bumps literally at the same time. No brainer here. Enlightened Action and Incandescent though will be a great roll if your build leans heavily on scorching targets. Enlightened Action is going to give you a reload speed bump while spreading stacks of that scorch to enemies you defeat nearby. I've been using this roll for a while, ever since I got mine. I do think that Envious Assassin Killing Tally is the best roll, but this is one you are going to want to try out just because of how fun it is. Now, like I said in the intro of this video, Commemoration has been my favorite LMG for years now, and Pro Memoria has been in my heavy slot literally since the launch of the final shape. I will have a video on that weapon here very, very soon, but Speleologist is going to be added to the rotation. If you like Killing Tally as a perk, this is going to be a great weapon to have it on. The mag size, the different ways you can bump the stats of this weapon make it a great choice for a solar heavy weapon. Give it a shot and sound off in the comments. So there you have it, Speleologist, the new heavy solar LMG from the Echoes Act 3 arc. If you found this review on the Speleologist Solar Rapid Frame LMG helpful, hit that like button, drop a comment with your favorite role on Speleologist, and don't forget to subscribe for even more Destiny 2 content. Also, go ahead and join our Discord to find fire teams, share your roles, share your builds, and discuss all things Destiny 2. Huge shout out to all the channel members, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Happy hunting, Guardian.